Kevin!
Knocked my GoPro 10 overboard in the Missouri River.
Give me another thumbs up.
Got a hefty beaver there.
Sneak out.
You don't free the fly, you cast the food.
Outside, man. Now raise your arms like the Statue of Liberty.
Hey guys, Kapper here and welcome back. This is going to be another very exciting life adventure video. There's going to be a lot of highs and a lot of lows in it, but I guarantee you'll like the scenery and our perseverance. And well, let me lay out the whole story. So recently we were invited to another trail riding event by Honda, but this time we were out in the Montana mountains. And as part of that ride, they booked a fly fishing adventure, which is a once in a lifetime thing for me. To be able to fly fish on the Missouri River out there near Great Falls, Montana was an epic opportunity. However, Mother Nature was not playing nicely with us. So we did the trail ride all day and it was very, very windy. So we all got beat up by the wind. And the weather was forecasting 80% chance of rain during the afternoon when we were supposed to go on this fly fishing adventure. So I gotta admit, I was actually thinking of bailing out on the fly fishing adventure. But I heard one of the guys, Josh from Stony Ridge Farmer, I overheard him saying what Cody from Wrangler Star told him. He said, look, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Yes, the weather is crummy, but if you don't go, you're going to look back and regret not going and you're going to kick yourself in the butt. So that kind of stuck to me. So, I mean, I was on the fence as far as not wanting to go and battle the winds because there was 30 and 40 mile an hour winds and some driving rain. Although it wasn't heavy rain, the winds were sure driving it. So another one of the epic downs on this trip is during this fly fishing adventure, I had my brand new GoPro Hero 10 with a media mod on it that had the entire day's trail riding adventures. And our fishing guide, Trip, great guy, but he accidentally knocked my GoPro 10 overboard in the Missouri River. And keep in mind, we were floating downriver with a tailwind of 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts. The long and the short of it is I lost all the footage from the day's adventure. I mean, this is, again, another once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to drive on a private ranch in the mountains of Montana with the Honda rollout of their 2023 crew unit. And everything that I had from the day is now in the Missouri River and lost forever. But fear not, the other good folks on this event, I reached out to them and said, hey, I lost everything I had. I mean, I do have some B-roll and I do have some other angles from GoPro, but the 94% of it was all on this GoPro that is now gone. So a little backstory on this fly fishing thing. Josh from Stony Ridge, he kind of laid out a challenge to me like, hey, let's bet a friendly beverage on whoever gets the biggest fish on this thing, which I am gonna win, by the way, which you will see. So after the trail ride, we had to ride, I don't know, a few miles to the launch spot on the Missouri River. Keep in mind, this is all private property, so it's really awesome. So we all had fishing guides. I mean, even on the ride there, the driving rains were just coming in and just pummeling us in the quads because they didn't have windshields on them. So we took the ride a few miles to get to the launch spot, and we had our little briefing there on how the fishing and the guiding is going to go. And then we kind of took off one at a time. And as you're gonna see, I was looking for Josh, like, hey, Josh, don't forget we got a bet here on the biggest fish. Where's Josh at?
There
They're gone. Oh man. Some of the footage is from the other guys that gave me some footage, and I'm going to definitely give them props here throughout the video on who sent me the clips that I was able to put this whole story together with.
It's not going to get any better than that. Right. So if you guys are cool with this, our guys are cool with it. The one thing, once you get in the boat, you start fishing and you feel like it's cold and you're saying your thing, if you want to get in, just tell the guy that you just go in.
You better take your helmet.
I was thinking about leaving it on to block some of the rain.
Oh, you can, but I mean, we put it in the car. And we take it back. We'll take care of it for you.
Sure.
Yeah, we've got some. I've got some sunglasses if you want some.
I appreciate it. I got glasses.
Oh,
glasses.
prescription, yeah.
In addition to some of my son's cell phone videos and my own cell phone videos. So anyways, that's a long intro. Join us for the adventure. Don't forget to check out these other channels that I'm going to put in the description. Even if they're humongous channels, I'd appreciate it if you go over there and check them out, because they're all really good people. I got to spend a lot of time with all these channels. Check them out, tell them you saw it here at Kapper Outdoors, and definitely if you like this video, please share it, and stay tuned for the riding videos that are going to be coming out soon, because it was just an epic adventure. There's just no other way to describe it. So let's do some once-in-a-lifetime fly fishing on the Missouri River, where I catch not only one but two beautiful rainbow trout. Hands down, I won the whole thing because nobody else was catching any, because the guides were really battling with the winds, especially the tailwind going in the same direction as the river was already going. And a couple of spots we hit whitewater patches. So anyways, I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot. So on the way to the day's activities, the ride and the fishing, my son and I were in the same vehicle as Cody and his wife from Wrangler Star. And I did do an interview of him. Basically, I picked his brain for a half hour on tips and tricks and experiences on YouTube, and he actually shared a lot of very valuable information with me on that trip. On to the fishing trip. Every boat had like a lesson segment, so we anchored out in the middle, and the guides gave us lessons on fly fishing, basically, because most people haven't done it. I was fortunate that I had fly fished, once or twice many, many years ago, but it was kind of like riding a bike. It came back pretty quick. So here's what happened with the GoPro. On my first fish hookup, we were in a whitewater area, so the water was moving very fast, and we had a 30+ mile an hour tailwind, so the guide was doing everything he could just to keep the boat steady. So I hook up on this fish, and he's giving me instructions on it. And as I get it close to the boat, I hear him say, he's getting that net out, he goes, "There goes the GoPro." And it didn't set in right away. Otherwise, I should have jumped in the water. But he was in the middle of netting this fish. So he netted the fish, and it was a beautiful 19 or 20 inch rainbow trout. But we were all stunned. He anchored up right away. And I'm like, "Can I go back and look for it?" And that he's like, "Look, that thing is probably way ahead of us by now, because it was whitewater than that." So we anchored, and we nobody said a word for 10 minutes. And I told the guide, I said, that's kind of like our business right there. I said, That was the entire day's trail ride of almost all of our footage. So I had to, regather myself and carry on. So that's what happened with the GoPro. And one of the Honda guys was gracious enough to go the next day and drag a metal chain, chain across the bottom in that area with the hopes that the magnet would hit the chain, but that was unsuccessful. So all of our really good footage is still in the river. However, my son got me catching the second one as a little bit of proof anyways and vindication. So let's enjoy the rest of this trip. Thanks. Got a hefty beaver there.
That thing. No, chunky monkey.
Trip thinks is about an 80-pounder.
What's up, bud?
I don't think he's gonna. Wow, look at the size of that thing. Holy cows. He is a fatty.
What's up, bud?
Wouldn't that be something if he had my camera there on there? Wow, that's cool. Like a shark. Alright, well, we got about a 40-mile-an-hour gust, so we're going to look for a new spot, or what are we going to do, Trip?
Slide over here.
Okay, so then I got my second hookup, which was an 18-inch rainbow, so let's check that out.
Now raise your arm like the Statue of Liberty. Pull that to the head up. Get his head up higher.
Oh, yes.
Good job, dude.
There you go. Number 2.
Oh,
We got a little video on this one.
nice.
Is that speckled or
No, this is a rainbow.
rainbow?
Yeah.
Just give him one shot of that. Reach up.
It's a nice looking fish.
So that was the adventure there. We were the last boat to get in, and by far, because we had stopped and because we were struggling with the whitewaters, Trip was really trying his hardest to get us onto some fish, and I really wanted my son to land one in the boat, but it just wasn't to be. So we had a windy ride back to the camp, but it's still a once-in-a-lifetime memory, and who knows, maybe someday someone will snag that camera and we'll get that footage back. But thanks for joining us, and if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and consider sharing it and subscribing, because we got some episodes coming out of the actual mountain trail riding, which was just epic. Just epic. So I'll put links in the description to the other channels. Special thanks to those who gave me some video to use. Hope you'll check them out, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.